everyone, Joe Dunbar with Starin. As it's been all week, we're at Infocomm 24 in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know who's sitting to my right, Louis, in the house, and you know who we have. I'm really glad you could make it down and find the time in your schedule.
You know what? I'm glad you called me to ask. I was like, oh my God. You know when you fangirl somebody? I'm like, did Joe really ask me?
Don't, because Joe's been doing the same to you all week.
I've been talking to you about hard.
Wow.
There's a little fangirl thing going on the couch.
We're fangirling each other.
Do you know, okay, so since we're going to pat each other on the back, do you know you guys do that I love so much over at Jabra? The unwebinar.
Oh, yeah?
For real. No, and I mean
You know, we spent 3 weeks talking about that whole plan. I was like, guys, we're not doing another stupid webinar about another stupid, just speeds and feeds.
Right.
And then Josh Blaylock, he goes, yeah, I hate that too. And then everyone on the team was like, we hate that. I'm like, guys.
We're on something here.
And then Josh is like, what titles should we do? And he goes, and then we just somehow came with unwebinar. I was like, I don't know if that's going to hit, but apparently it does.
You guys, I think you deliver the message really well. I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen these, Louis?
Not yet. No.
It's if you don't subscribe to them and get the notifications to get them on your calendar, you should. I know it's on the Jabra website. If you email me, I will share the link with you because I know I have it because I get them.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's kind of their update for the partners. You know, we do them as well, and it's here's what's going on, the new stuff, firmware updates. But they very much unwebinar it.
Yeah,
you're encouraged to be on camera.
Yeah, I get on there and I'm just no holds barred. They had to kind of tell me to not go too wild. Right?
I feel we've been exploring these same boundaries.
Right?
This week.
I'm like,
we get censored a lot out here.
Yeah. I'm like, what's too wild? And they're like, deliver the information without not getting fired. I'm like, okay, that's a very broad aspect, but I got you.
If someone could write me the rules, I'd feel a lot more comfortable.
Well, it's great.
They need a little plausible deniability if it goes too far south. You know what I mean?
But
so
it works because there's 4 of us solutions consultants,
right?
And then Josh is the chief video evangelist.
Yeah.
So he doesn't feel the pressure to always do it.
Heck of a title.
He wants all of us to be part of it too. He's Josh is I know I'm the guy doing all this, but I need all of you.
You got to buy in.
Yeah, because he's I don't want people to only see me. I want people to see people at Jabra because we're all humans. We all have different perspectives. And
we've been talking about this all week.
Yeah, that's more about the webinar than the actual product. Is you get to learn that I sometimes don't know everything.
Totally.
If you know more than me, teach me something, right? I think that's ever since I joined the AV industry, when I was at Crestron, that's been the #1 thing where I feel a lot of people think they need to have this ego of knowing everything about everything in the industry.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Doug.
But to be fair, we were talking about this earlier in the week when we were saying that we're super nerds.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that there's a lot of people in the industry who are super nerds.
Yeah.
And we all love learning off each other. And I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was talking to him about how when someone leaves a company and goes to another one, there's always that funny little beef of oh, you've gone to the enemy, but
we can't use that.
Exactly, but deep down inside you're oh, hold on a minute, I get to learn something new. Because when you get there, I'm going to throw you some shade for a bit.
Yeah.
But then you can teach me something new.
Yeah, I went to the QSYS tour yesterday.
Right.
It's amazing.
Right.
Everything they're doing in there, and I'm just that's dope. And it's just learning about what's the possibilities. Yeah.
They have some amazing products. This has been genuinely a theme. We're about people, so we're always the people, the connections, which is all 100% there. But we get in on the tech, and I honestly feel man, you have to be able to say, I don't know, let me find out. I give my partners very often, here's what I have found in the documentation, right? I believe 98% this is probably the scenario, but let me talk to their people and get you a firm answer because you need to know.
Yeah. And that's what my role is at Jabra. We have our sales people, obviously, but we let them carte blanche, do your sales thing. And then when you feel you might get into a question or a conversation, bring us in. And me, I like chilling in the background as much as people think that you know. I like just being in the background, and then you give me a wink, and I'll step in, or
and be the guy.
Build that rapport. And then sometimes I'm I have no idea for that answer, but one thing you can always do is just I'll figure it out internally and get back to you, right?
Absolutely.
There's nothing worse than seeing an email chain, right? A few people having a chat, nobody knows the answer, but because no one said they don't know the answer, the email chain is this big, and then they bring you in and you sift through it, and even then you've got to go,
What's going on?
Even I don't know the answer,
Right.
but we all don't know the answer, so let's just go find it, right? Let's park it, let's find it.
Say, hey,
it's cool.
We're working
Yeah.
on this for you.
We're getting
So
there.
much.
I really appreciate, and it doesn't always, it's not like a misplanning thing, but I really appreciate the systems integrators that are able to like see their problems a little bit down the road and buy us some time. Because honestly, when you need to double step it like that and get with the next person down the line,
Yeah.
sometimes that is going to take a day. You don't know what time zone they're in. You don't know what business travel they're on or something like that. So it's like somebody needs to step in.
Time zones. That's a
thing,
time
right?
zone's a big thing.
I'm saying,
in the
like,
UK
you guys,
it's a huge
all week-
problem.
All week you spend 8 hours on one side or the other.
Like that's a whole nother.
You're
mathing.
from out east, so you're 3
yeah, I'm
hours.
from Jersey, and that's a whole nother mathing, right? Because I support the channel for North America,
yep.
so that's all of North America and Canada, right? So like,
So you're working late.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm late, sometimes I'm early, but that's about work is, right?
Right.
So I get to.
I
Spend
love
more,
the flexibility of remote work, and I'm
Exactly.
happy to make those
I get to spend more
adjustments.
time with my daughter,
Yep.
right? But then I also do boundaries, right? I tell people from 7 a.m. to 8:45 is me and my daughter time.
Beautiful.
So don't expect me
Nice.
to do anything for you, but if it's an emergency, I'll find someone else
Yeah.
to help you.
I won't
right?
leave you hanging.
Yeah, hybrid work is cool, but I think in the last couple of years, no one knows how to create boundaries because no one's been given rules,
Right.
right? Like you can work from home, right? And then someone might email you at 9 p.m. Your first thought is, oh, I gotta respond.
Right.
Well, we were talking about this the other day, weren't we? So recently I've just had a little one as well.
Yeah.
And while I was on my paternity leave, a phone call came through. Now, I thought it was for something else. I'm not throwing anyone out, but I
Yeah,
thought it was
yeah.
for someone else, but it wasn't. It was a customer. And I answered the phone, made a joke, and realised it wasn't the person I thought it was.
Ooh.
And then the customer was like, "Can you help me out?" And I was like,
I know that question.
"Oh," I was like, "I'm gonna have to set the hard line here. I'm on paternity leave. Like, this is time for me and the family."
Uh-huh.
now. But our industry, the people we work with, like we say, it's all about the people. The people are like,
Yeah.
"Cool, man, I got you."
That's the
That's-
funny thing.
And next
People
time you need
understand.
me and I can be there,
Yeah.
I will be there.
Like,
100%.
like people
Yeah.
understand that life is going on in your life.
It's like
But-
what we were talking about with Kaz the other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, people just need to speak up in that way. But
Yeah.
hopefully AI will do all my work for me, right?
We're this close. I can feel it. I don't know, man. Could they do this?
Yeah, I know.
Probably.
Same thing.
Probably pretty easily.
You
know,
get a couple
didn't
of those
say it, you
robots,
guys.
Hold on.
yeah,
When I was
well.
at Accenture, there was this thing about digital
That's right. You
twins.
worked at Accenture for a while.
Yeah, so at Accenture, they had all sorts
You're
of
talking about the
technology.
Matrix, is what you're talking
like
about.
a metaverse and everything. So there's this thing, digital.
We're going deep.
Yeah, we're
I'm
going
terrified.
So my plan was if I can create a digital twin of myself
Yeah, to do this stuff.
and my voice profile,
Uh-huh.
I can have my digital twin attend meetings, and I don't have to attend
Can
them.
I
That
tell you
was
guys
my
something?
goal.
Has
Don't,
anybody?
'cause I was doing that whole.
This is a television show, you know. Yeah. It literally is a television show.
It's going, yeah.
I don't think it's great. It doesn't work out well, as I'm trying to tell you.
I was just curious. I'm like, let's see what happens. Maybe Microsoft Teams will have it later, but we
Yeah.
got avatars.
Cortana, Sharath Cortana.
This is what I was going to say. I was on a Teams call recently, and I did the
guys.
whole the metaverse, jumped into it, and was in my living room as how they do it. and
Yeah.
I was there just trying it out. I didn't realize it told people what you was doing. So I was on this call, right? We
You're
were
like, oh, snap. Yeah,
like
yeah.
30 people, and then the
Oh.
most senior person on the call was like, "How's the living room?" And I was like, "What?"
How do you know I'm there?
Yeah, I was like, "What's going on?"
I
What do
can't
you
even
mean?
imagine
Yeah.
how flush you. I'm like feeling it for you right now. That situation.
So I've got the fire on.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
I didn't know that until now. Sharath, man, what are you guys showing here? What do you? I mean, I know what the lineup is because I've been on the webinars.
yeah.
Is anything new? Firmware updates? What's the
Yeah.
talk?
So I mean, most of our stuff we're showing at the booth is our good partnerships with Microsoft, and then showing
that.
how our front of room camera allows the intelligent speaker function, so transcription, recording,
Yeah.
and having your name added to the transcription recording automatically. So partnerships with Microsoft. And then also we're showcasing our future firmware release for facial recognition.
Oh, cool.
Right? So if we're all in a meeting
Wow.
and no one knows us, the camera will pick you up and send it to Microsoft. And as long as you sign up in the Microsoft, with your voice profile and face profile, it'll put your name in the feed for the other end to see. So
That's
I think
fantastic.
that solves the world.
Also for
of-
accessibility, like that's just wonderful.
So you get to know who you are or who the person is, right? And then it's just our Android device, and then one acronym that you're going to hear a lot in a couple of
Hit
months.
me.
from
I want to be
Microsoft.
the hot one to have it
right,
first.
right. MDEP.
MDEP, which is
Microsoft Device Ecosystem Platform.
MDEP.
Right.
I don't mind it. It kind of hits.
So like every company out here,
I'm into that.
Most video bars that have Android OSs that's built by that specific company.
Right.
Right. So we have our Jabra Android OS, but you've been in the industry. Microsoft parity, Android parity for Teams is not exactly 100%. Right.
It's, I mean, even within the platform. It's
exactly.
Like, yeah.
So, and then all of our customers out there, like, we like Android, we want to use it, but the security, the process of creating an account.
There's a couple of features that aren't there. It's
yeah.
So MDEP.
So MDEP, you ever had like a 3-layer cheesecake? Right, so like the first layer is Jabra.
Whoa! Yeah, no, I've not had 3-layer cheesecake.
Oh, this
is an American thing.
I mean, yeah, sugary food.
We're going afterwards.
Definitely.
Yeah, you gotta get a 3-layer
afterwards.
cheesecake now because I mentioned it.
All right.
You have the Jabra layer.
Might be able to get a Junior's.
You should
Jabra
get it.
layer.
Oh,
we're there.
There you go.
I bet you.
But think of 3 layers of different flavors.
I'm in.
Right?
You're gonna be hungry. Man.
I'm already hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet, but
Yeah.
we're going for cheesecake.
So
3 layers.
MDEP is just Jabra layer.
Okay.
And we got the Jabra functional layers of how it all works, and then Microsoft puts on their layer on top for the account creation, management, security, and all of that you're used to using on a Windows OS.
Do you know if that changes like the management perspective? Are
It
things
does.
still okay?
On the Teams admin portal and the PMP portal and everything in that world. So that makes it easier for you as an admin to manage all your Windows devices, manage all your Android devices because they're at parity in how you manage them.
I'm interested to see that.
So
is that an event? That's coming. This is a thing.
Yeah,
that's
that's coming. I mean, it's all over
End
Microsoft's
of the year,
website.
we'll be hearing it a lot more.
So read up on Microsoft. They have a whole learning thing, but it just shows to go like Jabra is not shy in working and collaborating with everybody.
It. I have learned that in a great way. Yeah.
Lenovo has our bar, Crestron has our bar. We have our bar at Airtame and Barco, and like we're just use our stuff. Yeah.
Looking you guys up on the map, I was like, I need to find out where they are. For sure, gotta come by. I looked at it was like a list of like 7 or 8 booths it was at, and I was like, what?
So I think that's like one of our strengths is just our partnerships, and our internal team is just amazing how they all handle all those partnerships. I'm like, that's a lot of people to take care of.
We were talking about all the background stuff here. I get it.
Yeah,
especially
like,
at these shows.
The team at Jabra is just absolutely just amazing in terms of what they all do from each little like pockets.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, they do a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Shout out for you guys who are there for us. That enables you guys to like do the job that you're doing. Yeah, so it all just everybody does their thing and
and then our management platform, that's pretty much it. Everyone has a management platform, and we got now one too.
You got to
be available coming out, so you can manage all your Panicast devices, including your headsets later on in the year.
Actually, we need to talk about that. I need some new earwear.
Oh, I got you.
Shout out Jabra actually, because my headset that I use back home, Jabra headset.
Yeah.
It's funny.
For UC?
In-ears. Oh, I got the in-ears.
Oh, I see. That's what I need is some buds.
A lot of people low-key use Jabra headsets. When they see me, they're like, yo, I use your headset, but don't tell
I love
anybody.
it. Why is it low-key?
I don't know. Some
we
people
love
are just
you
like,
guys.
Yeah.
Killing me.
There's no shame here.
Also, like when I find a product I love, I sold our VP of sales on a product that, sorry guys, we don't have. And comes from someone. I was like, these are the best money I've ever had. Yeah. Spend it.
Yeah.
And he loved it. So it's like, well, man, I appreciate you coming by.
Appreciate you, yeah.
Louise, I'm out of here today.
Make sure you get him the cheesecake.
I was going to say, wait. They're going to dial back here. What 3 layers do we get? What are the flavors?
Whatever flavors you want. There's different types.
It'll be a Junior's.
We're going. We're in.
He's so ready.
Yeah.
It's going to be bigger than your face.
It's just that
slice of pie.
Nothing else is happening today. Scrap the calendar.
He's going to go into a sugar. He's got big plans for tomorrow. Nothing's happening.
Nothing
at all.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out the content. Hashtag AVonAir. Sharath from Jabra. Louis from Midwich. Joe from Starin. Keep checking out the channels for more content.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
y'all.
Hey, dude.
That was good.